Race fan Brian Davis races, and you can too. Today we are going to the Fitchburg Festival of Speed. Yeah. Next time you see video from this day, it will be in Fitchburg, Wisconsin. Let's go. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Derek is gonna go with any moves that go up the road, and I'm gonna chill out.
That's the plan. I was coming over here hoping that was the plan.
And if it stays together, then I will sprint. And if it doesn't, Derek will win in a low break.
There we go. That's the plan. You just heard it right
That's
here.
The deal.
Brian Davis Racing.
Calling it. Calling our shot.
I was thinking I was gonna chill today.
Nope, no chill for you, buddy.
I've been chilling all week.
That's what you get
really
for.
good.
That's what you get for being stronger than me.
Oh man.
I could still sprint pretty good for like 45 seconds, but I can't do 45 minutes out there in the nose.
Yeah, well.
Okay, friends, we're warming up here. I brought the trainer today. I think I like the trainer more than spinning around town. Just seems more consistent. This is a cool race. They do a lot of like concerts, stuff for kids. It's like a whole thing. It's awesome. But I have one gripe, and that is the schedule is so strange. We're gonna do the pro race later in the day. We race at 11:30, and I gotta sit around till 7:30 at night, and that's weird. So preceding the pro race for men is the Masters 3-4 race, or 3-4, I'm not sure, but either way, very few of the 3-4 people will sign up for the pro race, but very many of the Masters 2-3 people would sign up for the pro race, so they'd get a bit more money, and then I could race twice. I don't think I'm gonna stick around that long to race twice. Okay, I better focus. See, this is what you want to do. Not use the circles. Don't ever use the holes. Get off the holes. Go.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you win?
No.
Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Then you won.
Woo.
You can do it.
The apple guys.
Thanks, Bailey. It's a good cookie. Suck it, Phil.
This is the atmosphere. Racing atmosphere.
Yeah, right. All right, race fam, here we go. Fitchburg Festival of Speed, Wisconsin State Crit Championship. I'm winning! I'm winning! I'm winning! That won't last long, don't worry. All right, we're just going to speed this up. I just want to point out the big thing here with the course is the headwind is going. I'm going right into the headwind right now. So you see the start finish in the upper right hand corner. You see the diagram of the course. It's really the only thing to pay attention to. A little rise here, a little kicker to a 90-degree turn. And then we have a little sort of chicane. It's super gentle on the backside, and then another 90-degree to come into turn the final turn before the sprint. Now the trick to this course is you really do need to be in the front. If you're in a field sprint, you want to be in the front going into that turn, this turn right here, because there's very little room between that turn and the finish. So anyway, here we are in the race. We got one person moving off front. I have one teammate with me, Derek. Team Wisconsin right ahead of me. Bryant here has one teammate, and then Donkey Label from Minnesota has one teammate. So they have 2, 2, and 2. That's where we're at with teams. Now, a couple things about the racers in the field, like this guy that's leading us in the green right now. I've raced with him before. He's really strong, but he just loves to pull people back, and he does not love to attack himself. He does do one attack in this race, and he should have just kept going. But I know that he's going to pull back moves, so you just want to be patient and let him do his thing. He just loves to do it for whatever reason. But, you know, okay. Do your thing. So anyway, you can see that's my teammate in front of me, Derek. Derek's riding really, really well. Super strong. Just came off Tour of America's Dairyland, in good shape. So I'm gonna slow down the field a little bit, get in the front here, take up as much space as I can in this turn. I'm gonna let Derek go up there and see if we can bridge. We're only 12 minutes into this race, so we have some time. And there's usually that lull, right, in these types of races, in a 10 to 12 minute break. So I let that little move get up the front. And then, sure enough, here's my buddy in green. He's going to pull that back, which is fine as long as I don't have to do any work. It's not the end of the world. Derek got a chance to spin his legs out and feel the field out, and we'll see. So, all right. So now I'm going to give her a go, and I'm feeling like I know that I don't want to do a break. When Derek and I talked before the race, that is not where I need to be doing anything, but we're just going so painfully slow. I'm just going to put a little effort in. blow the carbon out, see what happens, see how far I go. I'm all arrowed up. I got arrow socks, I got booties, I got arrow gloves. Like, I don't know, maybe something will work out. So Derek lets me go. Obviously he's going to let me go. He's my teammate. The field lets me go because I think they're smarter than me, knowing that that's probably not going to work out. But it does give a chance for Derek to just have an armchair ride and not really do anything, and then somebody else has to come burn a match to come catch me. So we get a Project Echelon rider up the road with me here, and we work together for a minute, so that's okay. We got a big gap. I'm like, we'll see what happens here. So we stick with it for a little bit, and then I think I turn around now and I see the field is pretty eminently close, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm good. Appreciate it, though. Appreciate you. Alright, so we're going to duck back into the field. We're going to chill out. Now, this was a little dangerous. Donkey Label Team Wisconsin go up the road, and Derek in the multicolored kit is going to go up the road. But Derek, my teammate Derek, is not going to join, which gets me a little concerned. So I'm not quite sure how all that's going to work out, because that's 2 out of 3 people in that little move up there have teammates, and it does not include one of our people. So anyway, Derek wisely closes that up. And then our friend in green is going to take the front, and I'm thinking, well, if I can get up here and disrupt, maybe those 3, because now we have Team Wisconsin, Donkey Label, Diablo, and then another Derek in there that doesn't have any teammates. So 4 people in a break, like, that would work out. 3 of the 4 have the extra teammates in the back of the field. So anyway, so I believe that's Matt's going to go close that up, and I'm still like, I'm not going to commit. If Matt goes up there, that's fine. 5 riders up the road. There's only 14 of us. I think we started with 15 maybe racing. So 5 go up the road. That's okay. I still like our chances with Derek. But if anybody else jumps up here, I'm probably gonna have to go with them. I can't let other people join that party, right? Oh, I don't know if you caught it in the audio, but when my friend in green here was leading on that front straightaway, I was trying to breathe really hard to make him feel like I was working. But anyway, you can see the group here kind of pulled up the brakes too. So that move, which I thought had all the right ingredients, disintegrates, so no big deal. And here I'm going to do it again, because I'm an idiot. I'm going to go up the road, and again, we're going to see what happens. If somebody else has to burn a match to come up with me or catch me, then that's fine. That's one less match they have with Derek. But Donkey Label joins me. Oh, that's exciting. That could work out really well. Echelon tried. I don't think he's going to make it up to us. Donkey Label up here. This is good for me. If I was in better shape, this would have been perfect. But I am not in good enough shape. After the COVID sickness or whatever else is going on, I'm just not at a point where I can do that. So we trade a pull, and then when he comes back around, to his credit, he took definitely the hard side of the course, but he comes back around and he puts in some wattage that I am struggling to match. I'm like, oh man, I can't do it. So he's off to the races, and I'm thinking, well, that sucks, because I know I don't have the strength to stay with him, but I'm going to come back to the field, and my job now is to try to tack him back anyway, because I got to get Derek in a position where he's going to compete for the win. So I know that I have to work. Even though I let that wheel go, I know I'm going to have to work. But that heart rate was just so high during the course, and I don't know if it's a COVID thing, but for me, that's super high. So now I'm back in the field. The Donkey Label rider's still up in front. I know I have to pull. I have to ride, because we have to try to pull that back. I know I can count on Team Wisconsin's probably going to come up here and pull. Matt comes up and pulls. Doesn't have a teammate in the field, but likes pulling, so he pulled. And then my teammate Derek is going to have to pull a little bit too to try to bring that Donkey Label back, because Matt, the Donkey Label rider, is fully capable of not coming back. So we're definitely concerned about that. Again, I try to create a little separation. Maybe Derek can go bridge by himself. I'm going to surf the wheels. I'm going to come back, and I think I'm going to come back one more time for a pull to try to bring that rider back. Maybe I don't. I think I do. I go back up there in the front. Oh, you can see the Donkey. We've put an effort in, and we've gained on him, so he's within sight again. So I think we're in good shape. Derek's going to close it down the rest of the way, and now we're all back to a compact field. Okay, now this is the move where Derek goes up the road. My teammate goes up the road with that Project Echelon rider. 2 riders up the road. I'm not sure the Project Echelon rider has the right firepower to go with Derek, but if they stick, I really like our chances there. Derek's a strong sprinter too, so I'm thinking this could work out really well. I'm going to go up here and take up some space in these turns, see if I can slow people down a little bit, catch on wheels. Nobody's going to go anywhere without me, because my rider's up in front. So if anybody tries to bridge that gap, I'm going to bring it. I'm going to bring the rest of the field to discourage that. That's my goal. So Team Wisconsin, again, they don't have anybody up in the break, so they're going to do a little bit of work here to try to at least pull this little move back together. And eventually, let's see what happens here. I think the Project Echelon guy is going to come back, so Derek's going to be by himself. I believe we're going to be at 14 laps here. Yep, 14 to go. Derek's going to be by himself. And I'm thinking, 14's a long way, but I believe in my teammate. I think he can do it. So this is, I think we're jumping up a few minutes here. Maybe there's somebody up in front. Who is that? Well, maybe not. Oh, well, my friend in green up there is pulling. That's the move I'm looking for. Okay, so that's the stronger, well, I don't know if stronger, but that's Matt, the donkey label rider that's going to jump up there. He's going to go right around the Project Echelon rider, and he's eventually going to catch Derek and join Derek. With, I think, maybe 10 to go or 9 to go is when all that transpired. So now I know between me and the donkey label guy, we just have to control the field. So the teammate with donkey label and myself, we're not going to let anything go without us attached to it. And this is no exception here, so I'm bolted onto the back. We did have a gap, but I'm certainly not going to pull through because that doesn't do me any favors. I want my teammate to be up there with just one other person. That gives us a 50-50 shot of winning, and I like those chances pretty decently. So Derek, my teammate, is up the road, right? And they apparently, I found out after the race, they made a little bit of a deal, or Derek made a little bit of a deal to have Matt continue to pull and say, like, hey man, you can win because you're not from Wisconsin, so I'll get the jersey, you win. But I think I know Derek's rationale for doing that was he wasn't feeling like he could potentially complete the job without Matt's help, so this was a good way to get Matt to engage and finish off the race. So that's what's happening up the road, and I am just, and I don't know that during the race, of course, but I am trying my best to just keep Derek in that without anybody else joining them, and all that really means is anybody that goes up the road is going to have me on their wheel. And here's a chance for, I think the other donkey label teammate is going to do the same thing. So he's going to go up here, he's going to bring that little move that's off the front back, which is great. So he's doing his part as a teammate. I'm doing my part as a teammate. Team Wisconsin here right in front of me missed out on the break, so they don't have anybody up there. Now we're down with 1 to go, so this is going to be for the field sprint, and you can watch some tactics here that I get wrong, and hopefully you can learn from them. So Jesse is on the back there in the pink, and you have not seen Jesse in this whole video, and I didn't see him during the whole race. He just got force upgraded. If you watched the channel a couple weeks ago, I did a race with his Cat 4 race, Jesse's Cat 4 race, and broke that down, and now he got force upgraded to a 3, so here he is already racing with me and beating me. Ooh, rude. Just kidding. Great job, Jesse. Smart racing. So here we are on the last lap. Matt up the front is going to pull it out, I guess, just to keep everything safe and put in some work. So delightful. Thank you. Appreciate it. And the Cafe Hollander rider here, whose name escapes me, is going to do the same thing. Now, coming up shortly is where I mess up. So that's a good pull. Oh, here's another pull. We're going in the last lap. Like, nobody's doing any sort of lead out. There's no organized team up here. So we're still going pretty fast. We're still going in a safe straight line, right? And this is where I screw up. Like, I'm feeling like, okay, this is good pretty fast. I'm feeling like the heat of people behind me. And this is where I screw up. I really should have picked a landmark to say, like, sprint for that corner starting here. So I start sprinting because I heard Jesse's sprint as I start going, but too late. And then I let, for whatever reason, I don't get right on that wheel. And I let the Team Wisconsin guy go ahead of me. And then to make it even worse, I don't come inside of him very quickly. I stay on the outside. And here's another thing I screw up. I don't stay in line with Jesse in the pink to get a little draft at the end. And I end up 3rd in the field sprint, 5th overall. So I'll take it. Not the end of the world. Please like, subscribe, comment. What could I have done better? Thanks. Let me know. I always want to get better. All right, race is over. Had some cool down, had a beer, and now it's time for extended podium because I got 5th. Really butchered that sprint, but you know, what are you gonna do? First to this corner wins the sprint. Second, maybe. I've taken the field sprint from 2nd position before, but you can't do that from 3rd. No sir, no you cannot. And here we are. The student becomes the teacher.
I don't know about that.